morning and welcome to this week's serving of Mickey Waffles, a Disney podcast where we cover everything from parks, movies and merchandise. My name is Sinead.
My name's Kate. Hi, how's it going?
I'm pretty good, Kate. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Back to our... Oh, sorry, you were going to say it as well. Back to our normal studio this week.
We're both back in the same country now, which is nice.
Oh, yeah. Forgot that we weren't even in the same countries.
We're doing some, I was about to say transatlantic, but it was not that at all. Trans-Irish channel.
The Irish Sea.
Whatever it was. How's your week been?
How has my week been? It's been fine. I went to Mayo.
Very nice.
Took 4 hours.
Lovely.
2 train changes.
Wonderful.
Went to the lovely little area of Ballina.
Lovely.
Yeah. Went to a lovely Catholic wedding. It was great.
God bless us all.
I stood up and down about 5 times during that ceremony.
Yeah, there's a lot of playing the uppy downy game.
Yeah, he was like, and now we stand, and now you may sit, and now we stand, and now you may sit. And I was like, what is going on? It was an hour and 45 minutes, I'd say, the ceremony.
That's insane.
Yep, there was a lot of rambling.
Oh, Christ. Literally.
We were like, oh, the priest hasn't had an what's the word I'm looking for? A crowd in a while.
Oh, okay.
Priest obviously hasn't had a nice audience in a while. Gonna just get it all out there.
Oh dear.
But it was a 5-course meal.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's quail. Never eaten quail before.
Ooh.
What else did I have? There was a citrus sorbet in the middle as a palate cleanser.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a nice meal. It was
fabulous.
A good time.
Lovely.
Yeah, and we went to Token on Sunday.
Very good.
The lovely Ed's birthday.
Happy birthday, Ed.
Yeah,
a week late, but still.
Went to Token. They've extended out into another space, but it wasn't open.
Oh.
Yeah, you couldn't go in there.
Because I know Keelan has done the artwork that's in the new space, so all the new artwork that's in there is done by Keelan.
No, I didn't get to see it. Doors were closed.
That's sad.
Weren't allowed in. But we did get food.
Was it nice?
Yeah, it was.
That's good.
Got the cheapskate deal, which is actually a really good deal.
What's the cheapskate deal?
You get a main, a side. You can get a beer that isn't a rotation beer, so a beer they have all the time.
Oh, okay.
Or unlimited soda.
Lovely.
Then 10 tokens for €21.
That's really not bad.
Yeah, it was really good.
Might need to drag Brett back there soon.
I mean, I'm shit at all the games in there.
Yeah.
So when me and Ed would play like a double player game, I'd die within maybe the first 15 seconds, and he'd get a good like 3 to 4 minutes out of his one token.
The only game I was any good at was the WWE game, because I would always pick the Undertaker and just keep pressing the button, and Brett would get really annoyed because seemingly I wasn't playing it right. It's not my fault you were losing.
We played the Spider-Man game and I was literally just mashing the button.
Oh yeah, no, I'm terrible at that.
Me and Ed were both just mashing the buttons, and I somehow died within like the first 4 seconds, and he just kept... I was like, we're literally doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, this is bullshit.
Frustrating.
So that was it. That's what I did. That was me. And here I am.
Very nice.
Back with you.
Very nice.
How about you?
I was in London for work. And then, I say London, lovely sunny Slough. It was actually pretty sunny, in fairness. And then I went to Manchester for the weekend, which was very nice. I had never been to Manchester before. Went into the lovely Disney store in the Arndale Centre. Which
I always like to call Arndale, even though I know it's not. I know how it's spelled. There's a gap in Arndale as well, but I'm like, Arndale.
But it was lovely. They have a big Sully statue that's very fluffy, and
is it a pop-up store there?
No.
Oh, it's a real store?
Yeah.
Wow.
They have the pixie dust floor. And yeah, we went in twice. The second time that we went in, we'd been to a bottomless brunch and had many mimosas. And then me and Alva decided to play a really, really professional game for 2 ex-cast members, where we tried to see how many mics we could fit on Sully.
Oh, wow. I'd say the cast members loved you for that.
We got 4. It was terribly excited. And then we were taking selfies, and my old district manager was right there.
Wow, lovely.
As we were taking pictures, I was like, lovely.
Do you think she noticed you?
I
or recognised you?
Would doubt it, because she wasn't my district manager while I was a manager.
Oh, right.
She was only ever district manager when I was a cast member, and when you're a lowly cast member, the district managers really don't care.
No.
So
unless they're also your store managers.
Let's not get into that. But anyways, So last week we covered off all the exciting parks news from D23.
We did, yes.
And this week we're flogging D23 like a dead horse. So we're going to drag it out for another week, and we're going to talk everything that came from the Studios panel and also from the Disney Plus panel as well. So we can kind of see what we're most excited about.
Can I just say, I'm so annoyed that Disney Plus isn't starting in Ireland, because I would 100% have paid that $128 founder membership thing.
And got a little pin. Lovely.
It's like if you were a founding member person of D23 to sign up to it.
Yeah.
It was only like $128 for however long, which worked out like $3 a month.
I think it was $140 including tax.
Oh, okay.
So because Americans are weird. But yeah, and you didn't even have to have, because I think there's a couple levels of D23 membership you can have, but they're like free one that you just sign up for, which I feel like we really should. That one, you got the deal included in it, and it was $140 for 3 years.
That's just insane.
That's so cheap.
It's so much content.
So much content. But all they've kind of said in the press release is that we'll have it within 2 years. It'll be fully rolled out within 2 years.
It's too long.
And I'm like, God damn it. It'll all depend on Sky.
Yeah. Well,
that'll be the deciding factor for here. But we will get on to discussing all of that much later on. But in the meantime, we should probably get on with the news.
Okay, so first on the news, we have our pins.
We finally have spoopy pins.
Oh, thank God. So, literally yesterday, the pin release was done for Disneyland Paris. Mm-hmm. It's lovely in orange.
It is.
For Halloween.
Yay!
So, starting off on Saturday the 7th of September, we basically have the majority of the Halloweeny pins. We have 3 Lilo and Stitch ones. We've got Stitch as a vampire, Stitch the pumpkin, and Stitch with Lilo.
Yeah.
Lilo's dressed up as a little witch.
And she's holding like a little pumpkin on a chain.
Yeah, why? I was just about to say, why is it on a chain?
I don't know. And Stitch is in his little devil outfit, which is super cute. And his little basket says boo.
Oh, so it does. That's adorable. So they run from $6.99 to $7.99 to $9.99. Then we have the head of Mickey in a pumpkin.
Yeah, which is super cute. It looks like the pumpkin that is at the top of Main Street in Disneyland, but they've also added a bit of green to it.
Yeah, a bit of shading. So that's $6.99. Mm-hmm. Then we've got Vampire Mickey, Witchy Minnie, and Lantern Donald.
Donald looks terrifying.
He does. He's very creepy, isn't he? He almost looks like, I know you hate the Muppets, but you know in Muppets A Christmas Carol?
Yes.
Where it's Marley and Marley?
Yes.
He looks like one of them.
Yeah, Breffney has said that he wants that Donald one.
He looks like Marley or Marley. Thank you. So Mickey and Minnie are $6.99 each, and then Donald is $9.99. Then we move down to the bottom, we've got some nice double packs. So we have Chip and Dale, or Tick and Tack, as Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster.
Honestly, like, this makes me so happy.
I love it. Like, I need these.
Like, Frankenstein's monster is my favourite classic monster, so, and I love Chip and Dale, so this is a must do.
Chip and Dale. They're so cute. So they're $12.99. Then the next double pack we have is a Boo Ghost. That's what I'm calling it. And the same sort of design as the other Mickey pumpkin head, except this one's black with orange shading. It's
like an emo pumpkin.
It is. I don't know why it's black, to be honest.
I love it. It's
cute. And they're also $12.99 for a double pack. Then we have Dingo Halloween. So we've got a Goofy who is dressed up like a werewolf.
Yeah, he's dressed up like Wolfman.
That's the one. He's $6.99. Then we've Pluto, who is mummified with a green tongue.
His name's King Pup.
But not... Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
That's what he's called in the American part. He's King Pup, which I just think is the cutest freaking thing.
They're about $6.99 each as well. And then we have my favourite one out of the whole release, which is a Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
It's because I saw F and I got... So it's called Booster Winnie Family Halloween. So it's Winnie the Pooh booster pack. So you've got Pooh Bear dressed up as a skeleton. You've got Piglet with little bat wings.
Yeah.
Tigger has...
I think he's dressed as a devil.
And then Eeyore's dressed as a little witch with a little witchy hat.
And he has a broom.
Oh, he's so cute. And that booster pack is €20. So that's really good value for money. So that's a €5 pin.
Yeah.
So they're really cute. So they're all the ones coming out on the 7th. They're all open edition.
Woohoo.
Then we move on to the 13th. And there is...
These, I think, are exclusive to the event, the 100 character soiree.
Yeah, and they're annual pass holder ones as well.
Ooh.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's an annual pass event.
Oh, yes. Sorry. That makes 100% sense. I was like, wait a minute.
100%.
I was like, wait a minute. So they're both actually the same design, just one of them has Dr. Facilier with the Evil Queen, and the other one has Maleficent with Ursula.
Yeah.
So it's the Disneyland Paris castle with some like green flamey background, and then it says Villains, Disneyland Paris. And they're both $15.99 each. They're limited to 700. And they both... Oh, they don't need line birdie, but they are released at 10 o'clock. And they're only available at the event.
I would really like the Maleficent and Ursula one. However, we're not there.
What a surprise there.
But it's very pretty.
Then moving on to the 14th of September, we have Jack and Sally holding hands and looking lovely into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
With their $7.99. We've got this really cute baby Sven.
It almost feels like he should have come out with that collection. Was it last month or the month before that had like Pegasus and stuff?
I wondered.
And maybe he was delayed.
Yeah, I wondered, did something happen? And they were like, yeah, just chuck him in with that before Christmas there, no one knows.
Yeah.
So that's Sven for $6.99. And then there's like, it's Jack, but it's not Santa Claus. It's just Jack with the Christmas hat.
It's actually kind of cute.
But he's kind of cutesy-fied.
Yeah.
Like his waist is cinched in and his head's bigger than his body.
Yeah.
And he's $7.99, so he's quite cute.
He's cute. I do like that pin.
I'd be interested to see it in person.
Yeah.
It probably looks better in person. Then there's some exclusive ones for the 14th as well, and they do require line birdie reservation. So you've got World's Best Friend, Timon and Pumbaa. Again, this will actually make sense.
This one makes sense.
Good stuff. So that's $15.99. Then we have these carousel ones.
Very pretty.
That are very nice, but also too cumbersome to get them all. And that's $15.99. And this month we have Aurora on a lovely white stallion.
Oh yeah.
Then at the bottom we have an autumn 2019 pin,
which is actually really cute.
Do they always do?
I haven't noticed it with other.
Neither have I.
Other ones, because there definitely wasn't a summer one that I can remember.
What? Don't be so silly. And so it's Bambi and Thumper, and that one's also $15.99. Very cute. Then we move on to the 21st. No. I always have to check because they don't do them in like
a logical order.
Yeah, no. Then moving on to the 19th, we have pins that are basically only really wanted for people who are doing the marathons and the half marathons and the 10Ks and the 5Ks and all those runs.
I would assume you have to show, like, can you buy these if you haven't done the marathon?
Event on Vente exclusive stand merchandise in Paris.
You must have to show your medal or something.
I think it's own because it says event exclusive.
Oh, okay.
So I presume that means you can only get them if you did the run.
Fair. Okay.
So basically we're just going to run through these because they're very, very... Oh, wow. Because they're very... She's still laughing. They are... very exclusive, like you only can do them if you do the run. There is a lanyard. There is a Disneyland Paris Run Weekend pin with just the logo. Then for the 5K you have Simba that says I did it. Then you've got Pascal for the 10K,
which is real cute.
He's like meh. He's so unhappy that he ran 10K. And then for the 21K, which is a marathon, half marathon and half, I don't know.
Yeah.
The 21K is it's 21.1K, which must be a marathon.
Yeah.
It's Mickey and Minnie, and they're like, I did it, which doesn't make any sense because it's two of them.
It's the same as the actual medal for that race.
Yeah. So we've got those three I did it ones. Then you have one that looks exactly like the medal for the marathon. Then you just have all basically the medal. So the kids race, the 36K, the medal challenge, the 31K challenge, the Castle to Chateau challenge, which we talked about before, which I thought was great. The 5K medal, the 10K medal, which is beaut. Then there's two separate pins that are just Mickey Celebrate and Minnie Celebrate. Yeah. And they all range between €10 and the most expensive one is €15. And they're all very, very limited to between 700 and 1,000. But obviously you definitely can only get those if you did the run. But if you are doing the run, just have a quick look there yourselves because there's a bunch of different times and places and where you can buy them. Yeah. Then, where are we? The 19th. 21st. 21st is some lovely Peter Pan pins.
The lovely ladies of Neverland.
The collection inspired Alamora Bridge. Oh, so it must be like last month where they had that girl that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah.
They must be doing another crossover with someone. So first we have... Is her name Lily?
Tiger Lily.
Yeah, I was like, I'm definitely missing something.
But I was a bit racist. People don't really refer to her a whole lot anymore.
So we have Tiger Lily, and it's just basically her head, her shoulders up, but it's very nice.
Yeah.
But it's limited to 469.9. Then we have one of the mermaids, which apparently is called Serene.
I think it's supposed to be Siren.
Oh,
like the siren of the sea, and that's why they were trying to drown her.
Oh, I'm just like Serene, because that's a name. And Siren.
I think they mean Siren.
That's $16.99. It's also limited to 400. Then we've got a sassy little clochette, which is Tinkerbell.
That's a nice Tink pin.
She's like,
love it.
That's also $16.99. And then we have a little Wendy.
A little sleepy Wendy.
As shit as she is. They are released on the 21st, and you need a line reader reservation to get one.
Yep.
And then finally we've got Stitch and Ducks. Our monthly Stitch and Ducks.
You've missed something, Kate.
Where?
Medals.
The medallions. How could I forget the medallions? Sorry. Before Stitch and Ducks. On the 25th of September, we've got the medallions.
Yeah.
Which I still don't get. So we've got...
I think you'd happily get one of the ones this month, though.
I'm not paying €26 for it. It's ridiculous. They are also exclusive to 150. You've got Alice. Then you have one with Thumper. And then there's one with Maximus and Pascal and all the lanterns in the back. I still think €26 is absolutely redonkulous for them.
What would you do with it?
Like, they must be made... Like, if they're not made of pure silver, I don't know why they're €26.
I just don't know what you... Because, like, a pin you can stick into a pin board, or you can wear on a jacket or a lanyard. What do you do
medallions?
with a medallion?
You put them in collector's medallion books.
But you can't look at those.
Look at them, I know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And then on the 20th of September, we've got Stitch and Ducks.
Stitch and Duck.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's been shortchanged this month.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And this week, the duck is smelling his foot.
Yeah.
I think it's real funny. And that's $15.99. Available from the Disney Gallery in the Disney Village.
Exciting.
The next pin event's the Phantom Manor one, which is completely sold out. It's on Friday the 13th of September, but we've talked about that multiple times.
If you were going on Friday the 13th...
He is.
That would mean you could do this Phantom Manor event in the daytime and then do the 100 character event in the nighttime.
Yes, you could, yeah. Maybe that's why they did it.
You could get some real value.
Oh, value. I was like, value. So yeah, that's everything for the pin this week. This month. That's like the third time I've said this week.
I'm hoping this month will feel like a week, because
yes,
as of the day we're recording this, we are 27 days. Yay! Next bit of news. We had a confirmation of something that Disneyland Paris had very heavily hinted at. Lads, we're getting Oogie Boogie at the Halloween party.
Woo! Nobody's more pleased than I am, thank God.
I'm so excited. So the press release that came from Inside Ears states, we recently announced the programme of the 2 Disney Halloween parties that will captivate guests at Disneyland Park on October 26th and 31st. Between shimmering and monstrously funny atmospheres. Funny atmospheres. You can tell that this was originally written in French. The park will be the place to be to meet Disney villains like Oogie Boogie of The Nightmare Before Christmas, who will invade the place for the first time at Disneyland Paris. He's going to be creeping on over to join, and you'd better... This is really difficult to read. He's going to be creeping on over to join, and you'd better be on your toes, as he may well jump out of the shadows and prowl around looking for fearless guests. I hope this means that he's not going to just be a roaming character and there'll be no opportunity to meet him, because I will be real pissed.
Yeah, I also did slightly think that possibly he's just going to be like there.
Yeah.
And like it's going to be one of those rush to him things.
Yeah. I hope not. Well, either way, I'll be wearing my Oogie Boogie ears, and if he thinks he's getting away with not meeting me that night, so I'd like to see him try.
All right. And moving on to other news.
Yes.
The Frozen celebration, which is going to be in Disneyland Paris, got a bit more news.
It did.
So, new details about the Frozen celebration season, which runs from January 11th to May the 3rd. In Frozen 2 Celebration Promenade,
Ooh.
Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, Olaf and Sven will join guests along the parade route with dancers and acrobats featuring our brand new float.
How exciting.
They already have a Frozen float.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused.
Why did they get another one?
Does this mean there's going to be a separate, like, mini Frozen parade?
I think so.
Or is this just a new parade, a new float onto...
Frozen 2 Celebration Promenade. That makes it sound like it's a dance party almost.
Yeah, maybe it's like a little cavalcade.
Yeah.
Cavalcadey thing. I don't know.
But just with Frozen.
Yeah.
Then also, additionally, a Frozen-themed show should be featured on Lake Disney, which is the lake out by all the hotels.
Yeah.
During the Frozen celebration season. Then E22 also posted a visual, but it means that it's free, basically, because anyone can get into the Disney Village.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for park admission, you don't have to be staying in the hotels. Mm-hmm. You can just come in on the bus and walk straight in, go through security in Boomtown, you're done.
Exactly.
It's really cute. And then also an animation celebration.
So many celebrations.
I just love that it's called Animation Celebration now.
It's cute.
That's a cute name. Frozen, a musical invitation. Guests will feel what it's like to live in the kingdom of Arendelle.
Ooh.
And practice dance moves and sing songs with Anna, Kristoff, Elsa, and then meet Olaf.
How exciting.
It's really fun, isn't it?
And when does that start?
So the stuff in Animation Celebration starts on November 17th.
Ooh.
And I go on the 18th.
Oh, how exciting.
I'm so excited to meet Olaf. I hope Ed is too, because we're doing it.
Yeah, and you meet Olaf through, I don't know if you said this, you'll use the Line Birdie app.
Oh, yeah.
To meet Olaf.
Very true. Which is interesting then.
A lot of people are pissed about.
Why?
I don't know. No, they used to do the meet and greet for Minnie with the Line Birdie, and there was never an issue.
No.
But a lot of people just have an issue with Line Birdie, but I think that's more so just not having good luck.
I think people just aren't savvy with it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
you'll have your phone, you'll have Ed's phone.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Maybe bring Ed's work phone. So you have 3 phones.
That is a great idea. We're doing
3
that.
chances.
So yeah, because that's interesting though, because the way it's phrased is you'll see Arendelle, practice dance moves, and then it says, and then meet Olaf. But if you don't have a Line Birdie reservation, it makes it feel like that you do the whole experience and then you get in a queue to meet Olaf.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what's going to happen.
Which might lead to some very annoyed people.
And sad kids.
Yeah, I think there's going to be sad kids anyways, because they will just assume that you can meet Anna and Elsa.
Yeah, that's very true as well.
Not really the case.
I don't know why you can't meet Anna and Elsa. I mean, I know why you can't meet Anna and Elsa. But it's upsetting that you can't.
I saw someone post about it because when this got announced, one of the Facebook groups that we're both in, a lot of people were kind of giving out and complaining that you couldn't meet Anna and Elsa. There wasn't even an option. And they kind of posted it. I think it was the admins of the group posted a thing kind of stating why in Disneyland Paris currently it's not feasible, because you only have to look at the Princess Pavilion, where it's a lot of princesses that more often than not, for a lot of today's kids, it's probably not their favourite princess.
Yeah.
Let's call a spade here. Mm-hmm. And the queues are a minimum of 2 hours long.
Already, yeah. For not overly popular princesses.
Yeah.
Like the days when Rapunzel is in the Princess Pavilion, Twitter goes crazy.
Yeah.
And Instagram goes mental.
So you throw in arguably the most popular princess. Like, look what happened with the Moana meet and greet.
Yeah.
They had to axe that because it was just too much.
Yeah.
So you take Elsa, who's arguably the most popular
princess of all
Disney
time
character currently for a very specific generation. I don't think they could. Now, I would hope that they will build into the Arendelle area a whole meet and greet area,
where, like in Disney World, where they have like princesses there,
and where it has a sufficient queue that's indoors and that kind of thing. And I hope they do make that, because some people were like, oh well, why can't they just use Line Birdie? But people have issues with Line Birdie anyway, so that's not going to make any guests any happier. Mm-hmm. So as much as I know people would really like for Anna and Elsa to be available, I don't see that happening until we get the Frozen area, just purely because of logistics.
There's a strong mob culture in Disneyland Paris.
It's terrifying at times.
Yeah. Like, even I feel like Disneyland Paris has the worst mob culture, because even when you go to Japan, it's very rare that you have characters that you queue up for, and it's a lot of characters just wandering around and you like encase them. But everyone in Japan is still very polite about it, and nobody shoves and nobody pushes. It's very much like,
Absolutely.
the character chose me, that's fine, or the character chose you, I'll wait, no problems. But in Disneyland Paris, it's like,
every man for themselves.
I'm gonna throw my child in front of your foot regardless of the fact that you might accidentally step on my child. I don't give a shit. I've paid money.
It's because even then, like in the American parks, like people just queue. Not an issue. People just queue. But there is very much a, as you said, mob mentality in Disneyland Paris of parents really don't care. They will, if they could like rugby throw their child from the other side of the park,
they probably
straight
would.
into the character's hands, they would.
So anyway, I mean, at least getting to see Olaf is nice. I think getting to meet Olaf's really cute. I'm very excited.
How exciting.
And that's it.
Speaking of another season, which is, well, this one is making an epic return to Disneyland. We will have the return of Legends of the Force in 2020. So this will be taking place from January 11th to March 15th, which I'm real sad about because it means I miss it by a week.
And so is the life of being a frequenter of Disneyland Paris.
So coming back this year will be the Star Wars A Galactic Celebration Nighttime Show, the Imperial and First Order March, the Legends of a Galaxy Far Far Away show. You'll be able to meet Chewbacca, and a new thing is a brand new scene in Star Tours inspired by Rise of the Skywalker. So that'll be fun because the additional scenes for Star Tours from The Last Jedi I really enjoy. I've only seen it like once, but I still really enjoy it. Anything new into Star Tours that means that I'm less likely to get Jar Jar Binks, I will take it.
I love Jar Jar Binks.
I get it every time. In the past 3 trips I've been on, once have I not got Jar Jar Binks.
I feel like I always get that Salt Planet as well.
I never get the Salt Planet.
Really? I feel like I always get the Salt Planet, the one with the red dust, salt stuff.
Always get Jar Jar, every time.
Then, some sad news. Rock and Roller Coaster with Aerosmith officially closed. So yeah, only a few days ago did Rock and Roller Coaster eventually close its doors. There was an abundance of the... I have Memorial magazine in my head, but that's not the
little
word.
program thing. And they also had the frames as well, which they were giving away to guests with Fast Pass, I think.
And they were letting people keep their Fast Passes. They were just stamping them to say that they'd been used, which I thought was quite cute as well.
So on the last day, you could only get Fast Passes between 12 and 2. But up until, I think they had to close off the queue like 10 minutes before park closing because Rock and Roller Coaster had a 90-minute wait.
Wow.
Because people wanted to be those last people on it.
That's cute though.
But even after all those people left, the likes of E22 and is it Disney Eddie? They're the only 2 people that I definitely saw that were on it.
A little bit of Disneyland Paris media.
The Disney insiders got to go in and ride it again and kind of really in depth go through the queue and that kind of thing and say their full goodbyes to Rock and Roller Coaster. I'm actually really... I didn't think that I would be sad that it was gone because I always got a headache from it, but I'm actually a little bit sad that Rock and Roller Coaster's gone now.
Even though it always 100% gave me a headache, which made me want to vomit afterwards, it was still a pretty big Disneyland Paris staple.
And also someone on Twitter posted a picture of Rock and Roller Coaster with the lights on, and
if you saw that in the daytime outside, there's not a fucking chance anybody would be going on it.
It's terrifying.
It's so everything's so close together. Like, you think Indiana Jones is a tight coaster, holy shit. Like,
I'm very glad that it was always in the dark.
Every turn is so tight. I don't know why I never realised this, but
because I mean it makes sense. But Rock and Roller Coaster with the lights on, truly terrifying.
Very, very scary. But then also I saw on Instagram that someone posted the new map for Walt Disney Studios. And so now, because there's no Armageddon and there's no Rock and Roller Coaster, they're not on the map anymore, and it just has a little Avengers logo. For like when Avengers arrives.
When that campus opens up.
I'm still confused by that storyline, but whatever. Either way, Avengers is going to be there, but I think it's cute that they've like It's sad, but also cute that they've just like properly taken them all out now and just been like, boom, Avengers. I also never realised, because I never look at the map, how far back the Studio Backlot Tour goes.
It goes so far back. You don't realise that it goes right over beside Ratatouille.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, look at all that space you could be using for literally anything else.
Look at all that space. But
So,
I think if they got rid of if they got rid of the tram tour as well, I think they'd probably have to axe Lights Matters Action, and that is a people eater.
Yeah, people really like that show.
I've done it once, and I think that's the only amount of time that I ever need to see it.
I don't really think it's
not for me.
Tailored towards you.
No. And don't get me wrong, at some stage, probably when I go in March, I'll probably have to go see it with Breffney, because funnily enough, the guy that's obsessed with cars has never seen it.
Wow, that's mad, because it's a good show.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
So, I mean, who knows? I doubt they will get rid of that unless they really have to, because it is such a people eater.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Anyway, that was it for Rock and Roller Coaster avec Aerosmith.
Yes. So, in the past week, there's been some sad news for people who were planning on bringing some beverages back from Batu. The TSA have come out and say that they are banning the Coke bottles, the ones that look like the thermal detonators, from check luggage and also from hand luggage. So the little round Coke bottles, you cannot bring them anywhere.
Full, empty, nothing, nada. You're not allowed them.
Which seems a bit daft.
They've released an updated statement today.
Yeah.
Which basically read like, we can't have them in checked luggage as we can never be sure if it's a real grenade or not. And I'm like, you're the TSA and you can't tell if a Coke bottle that's empty isn't a grenade.
Yeah.
Like, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a bit... I don't know. I know a lot of people are probably going to be really, really sad about this because they won't be able to bring one home. I won't lie, I'm a little bit sad because it means I can't bring one home when I go next year. I'm hoping in a year's time they'll have changed their thoughts on it, but...
Well, even if America's still there, like...
Oh. Oh, damn. Ooh, she got deep.
But yeah, personally I think it's a bit ridiculous. I know the TSA are just ridiculous, full stop.
Yeah.
But this seems crazy now.
Yeah, it seems a bit over the top, but they have confirmed, because a couple of people asked on Twitter if you can still bring your lightsaber. You can still bring your lightsaber from Savvy's workshop. It just will have to go through inspection. But yeah, if there's any updates on it, we will let you know. But as of now, you cannot bring back the round Coke bottles from Galaxy's Edge. Soz.
Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, apart from that, then we move on to the Food and Wine Festival, which started in Epcot this week.
Oh yeah.
And it is the only time that Ireland gets a non-UK representation within Epcot.
How nice.
It would be if it was an Irish representation.
Now, you sent this to me the other day.
Yeah.
And some of it's
okay.
Yeah, some of it is pretty accurate, I suppose.
So, we're just talking about the little Ireland booth that they have during Food and Wine. Just for anyone interested, it was introduced in 2001.
There you go.
18 years it's been there. 18 years and they still can't get authentic Irish food.
I mean, I think everything to do with, like, I don't think anything is truly accurate.
Yeah, in Food and Wine.
Yeah, but...
So, as Irish people,
yes,
we're just going to give a slight little quick overview of the food options available for the Ireland booth of Food and Wine.
Yeah.
Starting with, Sinead.
Yeah. A roasted Irish sausage. Now, I have never heard of anyone roasting sausages unless it's in, like, unless some Irish person's lost their goddamn mind, they're doing, like, toad in the hole or something like that.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, roasted Irish sausage served with Kilcannon, which is very Irish.
Yes.
Kilcannon is very Irish. Kilcannon is mashed potato with onion and kale. I always associate Kilcannon with Halloween because in my house it was the only time of year that we ever had Kilcannon.
That's a weird one.
Every single Halloween night my folks would make Kilcannon for dinner. And there, you'd make a little well in the middle and you'd put your little knob of butter and then you'd mix it all up. And that was dinner every single Halloween. I don't know why.
That's a strange one.
Every single Halloween, that's what you had. And then it also comes with onion gravy.
Which I see a lot in Ireland.
Oh yeah. None of this Bisto stuff. You make proper gravy.
Proper gravy.
Proper gravy.
And we're not talking American gravy that's white. We're talking proper gravy that's brown. Thank you very much.
So yeah, I mean, I don't really hear of anyone having a roasted sausage.
No.
But
unless you're at a campfire.
Yeah.
But that's, yeah. Then secondly, we have warm Irish cheddar and stout dip.
Now this sounds delicious.
It also has very Irishy words in it. Like stout
Irish.
and...
Irish?
Yeah, like Irish cheddar and stout. I'd be like, oh yeah, Irish foods. But never in my life have I had an Irish cheddar and stout dip.
No, but I kind of wish I did.
Yeah, it's also served with Irish brown bread. Which
immediately just makes me think of that McCambridge one.
Oh yeah, the one with the green plastic.
Oh, that's so nice.
So, by the way, the first one was $5.50. This one's $5.
And it's vegetarian.
Wow. And then thirdly, Sinead,
we have warm chocolate pudding served with Irish cream liqueur custard. Now, the Irish cream liqueur custard, absolutely. Warm chocolate pudding, not Irish in the slightest.
It's not Irish at all.
No.
There are so many Irish desserts.
Yeah. They could have done regular pudding. They could have done barnbrack.
Yeah.
They could have done a delicious slice of barnbrack.
With a bit of butter.
With a bit of butter on it. And they could have hidden rings in some of them. Probably not, because that could lead to choking hazards. But
they could have done serve a ring with everything.
They could have done some Halloween brack, and that would have been more appropriate for one, the time of year, and two, it's more Irish.
What? I don't. That's
warm
like they
chocolate
just gave
pudding
up.
Is not Irish.
It's literally like they gave up.
Like, don't get me wrong, Irish people eat a lot of chocolate. However, chocolatey desserts are not native to our fair isle.
Absolutely not. Then for beverages,
yes,
we have Bretton Brewhouse Killarney Red Ale.
What's Killarney?
I see. It's not Killarney, by the way. It's Killarney. Bretton Brewery.
Other beers are available.
Monaghan.
Is it?
It is.
There you go.
So Bretton Brewery is actually in Dunulty. What? It's Dunulty. Dunulty?
Yeah, Dunulty.
Dunulty. I don't know why all those consonants in my mouth.
I could be saying that wrong, but here we are.
We do believe it's Dunulty in County Monaghan, which is where Bretton Brewhouse is originated. It's a small farm. Oh, they do loads.
Oh, there you go.
Our small brewery is housed on the farm just a short distance from the old homestead. We are set amongst the rolling drumlins of County Monaghan, just a few miles from the birthplace of Patrick Kavanagh, the inspiration for our Indian Pale Ale.
Oh, there you go.
Our aim is to create distinct beers that are brewed with care and affection. Our bureau has created a range of well-balanced and flavoursome ales that reflect the changing face of the beer market in Ireland. Cute!
That's cute. We should keep an eye out and get the boys to try it. We don't drink beer, but we should keep an eye out and get the boys to try it.
It looks like the kind of wanky beers that they drink.
So next up we have the Bunratty Mead Honey Wine. Now I've been in Bunratty, so it's definitely a place.
Oh, Bunratty's definitely a place. But
yeah, I've been there.
Bunratty Mead Honey Wine, that maybe it's a very specialised thing to Bunratty.
I mean, I know when I was down in Bunratty, it was kind of like, from what I can remember, there's like an old castle down there and there's like an old village, and I distinctly remember we went into what was meant to be a school from way back when, and there were like people like acting as teachers as they would back then and that kind of thing, so maybe it's kind of just a bit Bunratty I associate with kind of old-timey, so I think that's where the mead comes in.
Gotcha. And then we have probably the most Americanized Irish thing I've ever seen in my entire life is a Guinness Baileys shake.
Now,
why would you mix Guinness and Baileys together?
Now, I have had, there is a chain of diners and stuff called Rudy's Campbell Cafe. It's run by the bassist from Green Day. And they used to have a thing called a Shake and Jessie, which is basically this.
Okay.
And honestly, it was delicious. However, this just reminds me of that thing that makes me so angry that Americans have called an Irish car bomb.
At the bottom, we've got some lovely Dasani bottled water.
So, released today, well, I say today when we're recording, we had the new visual for Shanghai Disneyland's Unleash Your Wicked Fun Side, which is the most hilarious name for Halloween season.
What a title.
So it features Donald's Halloween Treat Cavalcade, which I love the sound of, a Coco-themed area in Adventure Isle, and the This Is Halloween dance party in Tomorrowland with Jack and Sally.
This is Halloween, pumpkin scream in the dead of night.
So the visual has a very, very Halloween-y looking Donald who is adorable. He's got a little top hat on, he's got little devil horns on his top hat, and there's lots of bats. He's like sitting on the moon, it looks kind of like, and he's over the castle, and then there's tons of people like Disney bounding and dressed up around the front of the castle, and there's pumpkins.
Pumpkins.
And it has a date listed, which I think... Let me try to read this, sorry. I think it's the 1st of October till the 3rd of November.
Is that next year or this year?
This year.
Oh, wow.
So that's their like Halloween season. So unleash your wicked fun side.
There's some great buzzwords, aren't they?
It's really good. I'm sure it translates really well. It just sounds like gas.
Yeah. Fair.
But yeah, how exciting.
Great. Well, that's pretty much it for the news.
Except for one thing.
What's that?
Today's Tuesday.
You know what that means. Today's Special Guest Tuesday was Clara Cluck.
Or as I like to call her, the chicken from Boo to You.
Yeah, because that's all we've ever seen her in. Apparently she was in a Donald Duck cartoon.
So Clara Cluck is a character made by the Walt Disney Company in 1934 when she debuted in the Mickey Mouse cartoon Orphan's Benefit. Since then, she has appeared as a semi-regular character in the Mickey Mouse cartoons. In the comic books, she was shown in the Donald Duck / Scrooge McDuck universe as Daisy Duck's best friend.
Oh.
There you go.
Wow.
She looks way different, obviously, as a character versus not as a character. I kind of recognise her more as not a character.
Oh, you mean like her cartoon version?
Yeah.
I getcha.
So that is everything from the news for this week. So, as mentioned at the start of the podcast, we covered off the parks announcements from D23 last week, and this week we're going to go through Disney Plus and the Studios panel. So, we'll list off everything that was announced at both, and then we'll kind of go a bit more in depth about what our top picks are from each, in case well prepared.
I actually had these written down by hand because I found it easier to read them.
Oh, there you go.
So, just go through my notes. So, firstly, start with Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So, starting with Disney Plus, we have the return of Lizzie McGuire.
Which everybody lost their goddamn minds
That's
about.
because we stan Hilary Duff. We stan.
Do we?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Don't get me wrong, when I was a kid, I really enjoyed Lizzie McGuire. Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, especially when I worked in Vans, there was not a day went by where Hey Now was not sung at some stage.
Hey now, this is what dreams are made of.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what this is actually going to be like, because Lizzie McGuire is now 30?
Yeah, but they're keeping her teenage cartoon.
Oh, okay, cool.
So the little cartoon, but the cartoon's still a teenager. The cartoon's not going to age.
I feel like that's what my life kind of feels like at times. Like, I'm 28 and I feel like there's generally just always a moody teenager that's just like,
Sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
On your shoulder.
Exactly.
So that's Lizzie McGuire. There's now, just to preface, a lot of the Disney Plus stuff doesn't have in-depth descriptions of what's going to happen, just so, you know, people in my family don't give out to me for not being descriptive enough.
So next up that was announced for Disney Plus, well, it wasn't announced, we just heard a bit more about it, was High School Musical, the series.
Trailer.
Good lord.
Now, when you read it, it sounds stupid until you explain it, and then you're like, until you realise what it's actually about.
Okay.
And then it's funny.
Okay, explain it to me.
So it's called High School Musical, the musical, because after the High School Musical movie, they actually made a musical version of it that schools could do in their own school. So that was called High School Musical, the musical.
Okay.
And that was like a script that you could buy and do as a production in your school. I know because I was in one.
Oh, okay. Who'd you play?
Oh, a cheerleader. I was in first year.
Ooh.
First years didn't get main roles.
Oh, okay.
And that was the only musical the school ever did while I was there, because then our budget got cut and we weren't allowed to do any more.
Oh, how sad.
I know, right? So High School Musical, the musical is a musical show that you can buy the rights to and do in your own musical drama society or in your own school or whatever.
Okay.
So this is about the school where High School Musical was filmed.
Yes.
The kids there have never performed High School Musical, the musical. So there's a new teacher that comes in and realises that they've never performed it, even though it's their school that it was filmed in. Now, this is all fictional.
Okay.
It's not like a documentary series, but it's filmed like a documentary series, but it's fictional. If you've ever seen, what's that show on Netflix? Crap. Do you remember that show on Netflix where there was the two kids and it was filmed like the guy like spray painted all the dicks on the cars.
I know the one you're talking about, but I didn't watch it.
Oh, it's got the same aesthetic to that. Like it feels like it's non-fictional, but it's actually fictional.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's called. So basically, and then the teacher decides that they're going to put on High School Musical, the musical. So it's called
a series.
It's a series because it's a TV series.
Okay.
So it's called High School Musical, the musical, the series. And I feel like when they were making the title for it, they just thought it was so fucking stupid that they had to keep it.
I mean, I kind of agree.
Yeah, but I also understand why they kept it. So basically that's what it's about.
Okay.
And it's filmed like a documentary series that's following them. But all the characters are fictional. It's not real.
Okay.
But it's back in the actual school that High School Musical was filmed in.
Right.
It's
lovely.
It's like Inception, but for High School Musical.
Well, there we go.
But I did know when this originally came out at D23,
yeah,
a lot of people, I'd say around my age and maybe a bit older, because we would have been the prime age for when High School Musical came out on Disney Channel,
yeah,
are pissed because they're like, we didn't ask for this. We asked for High School Musical 4 with the original High School Musical cast. You guys are ridiculous. And I'm like, hold the fucking phone. Everybody is so pissed at Disney at the moment for not producing original content. You asked for more High School Musical content and they've given you something pretty damn original, and what I think will actually be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Even from the trailer's quite comical. So why are you complaining that they've actually given you something original rather than just churn out the exact same actors that we've seen in 3 previous movies?
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with it. I think it's going to be good.
I mean, I'll probably give it a watch at some stage whenever we get Disney Plus. But yeah, I mean, the name makes a lot more sense now and I don't hate it quite so much.
Yeah, that's it.
Another announcement we got was Monsters at Work.
On the first day of work for the Feldman's character, the Monster Factory switches to laugh power after he spent all his time in school training to scare. Oh, that sounds exciting.
Oh, I do like that.
That actually sounds pretty cool. The little animation picture that we have for it is pretty cute.
Yeah.
So it'll actually be interesting. It's an interesting concept, like how people transitioned from scaring to laughing.
Yeah. I think it looks great.
Then we have the whole cast of Marvel's What If.
Yeah.
Which is an animated show. Which I didn't realise. But it is. It's an animated show. And it's basically, I think this is the one that all of almost the entire cast of the MCU will be lending their voices to the animated show.
There you go.
Except for Tom Holland.
I saw a thing and it was an article that it was one of those like clickbaity articles and it was like best way to get rid of a spider, and someone quote retweeted it and it was like, have a dispute with Sony. I laughed.
That's very funny.
I was like, this is great. I enjoy this. We also had some more details come out about Marvel's Loki. So it takes place in the time between when he disappears with the Tesseract and kind of everything that he went through then. I'm very intrigued.
Yes, because Tom Hiddleston.
I mean, I'm always happy to see Tom Hiddleston. He's great. He's fab. But, yeah. I mean, I quite like Loki. I think Loki's a really interesting character.
He's a funny character as well. He's very entertaining.
He's kind of like that... I feel like anti-hero is definitely the wrong term. He's like that anti-villain. He's not really a villain.
No, but he's very much like...
He's not good either.
No, very, yeah.
So he's kind of like... Do you know who he's like? He's like Lock, Shock and Barrel from The Night Before Christmas. They're not really villains. They don't really do anything that bad.
But they're still not good.
But they're not good. Mm-hmm. They just kind of facilitate other villains at times.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Then after Marvel's Loki, we have Marvel's Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I mean, I'm always happy to see Sebastian Stan doing anything.
Yes. Disney also confirmed that Emily Van Camp is set to return as Sharon Carter, the character she first appeared as in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. There will also be a new character within the MCU called John Walker, which will be played by Wyatt Russell.
Next up, also from Marvel Studios, we have WandaVision, which I'm very intrigued.
Yes.
Because they've basically said that this is going to sit somewhere in between what you'd expect from Marvel, those epic Marvel cinematic moments, and the Dick Van Dyke Show. And it's going to be like almost kind of like a family sitcom, but
with
Marvel.
Wanda and Vision?
Yeah. and I'm so intrigued
Is it
as to
because
what
they're the only like
hell.
funny couple in the MCU?
I don't know, but that description of it's going to be sit somewhere between your Marvel Spectaculars and the Dick Van Dyke Show. I'm like, huh? What does this mean?
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
It's bizarre. But sure, here we are.
And then we have some more new original series from Marvel, which include
wonderful.
Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and what everyone is most excited for, Moon Knight.
What's Moon Knight?
I believe it's a bit of a cult classic within the MCU, like not the MCU, but like Marvel fans.
Yeah.
So there's currently no release date or cast yet for Moon Knight, but the series will focus on mercenary Mark Spector, who's left for dead in the Egyptian desert and saved by the moon god Khonshu. Even as Mark returns home and becomes a costume crime fighter, the series will explore whether he's truly empowered by Khonshu or simply insane.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh, this article, by the way, is from IGN, and they've said Moon Knight was on our shortlist of Marvel characters we'd like to see Keanu Reeves play when he makes his MCU debut. We'll see if that casting choice pans out. So yeah, they will... So then there's also She-Hulk and Miss Marvel. There's loads of them. There's tons of them. So exciting. Everything's so exciting.
Yes.
Then, leaving Marvel, Sinead.
We also got some more details and saw some trailers and stuff for the plethora of live action movies that will also be coming out on Disney Plus. So we have Stargirl, which is a coming of age story based off a novel. There's Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made, the story of Timmy and his world class detective agency, which sounds gas. We saw some clips and the stars of The Lady and the Tramp live action. Now, we all know the live actions. I haven't liked a single one, and I don't even know if I necessarily like this. However,
The dogs were cute.
the dogs are adorable. The full cast of dogs were rescue dogs that were all adopted by the crew after the film.
Oh, that's so cute.
And I'm all about rescue all the animals, adopt, don't shop. This made me so happy. And did you see the little video of Lady? She was sitting up on her hind legs and giving the paw to all the photographers. Oh, it was adorable. So yeah, I'll probably watch it because
It'll be there.
who doesn't love a good doggo movie?
See, the thing is, right, if you make the live actions and put them on D23, no, if you make the live actions and put them on Disney Plus,
Fine.
I'm like, sure, go for
Totally
it.
fine.
Go crazy.
Don't use them as a crutch because you're not bothered coming up with original content.
Yeah, but if you want to make them to just add to your bundle and put on Disney Plus, which people are paying a monthly subscription
Go for
for,
it.
crazy. Amazing.
Absolutely. Do it. Do it with all the movies that involve dogs. Adopt all the dogs. Do it with 101 Dalmatians. Adopt 100 Dalmatians. Beautiful. But don't use that as the only content that you're releasing for an entire year.
Great.
But anyways.
Also,
We also had Togo, based on the true story of how a man and his dog embark on a life-saving mission. Amazing. And there's also Noelle, starring Anna Kendrick as Santa's daughter. I'm not a big Christmas movie gal myself, but this actually looks like it'd be quite funny, and I do really enjoy Anna Kendrick.
I'm just about to say, not only am I a big Christmas fan, I'm also a big Anna Kendrick fan.
I do enjoy Anna Kendrick, and this does look pretty great.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Well, I just love Christmas movies. Her costumes in it also look fab. They had a bunch of her costume changes at D23.
Yes.
They're all so cute.
Yeah. So, how exciting.
It's like Elf met Santa Claus. Like the movies.
Let's not mention the E word.
Then we have Muppets Now. So the Muppets will be starring in an unscripted short form series called Muppets Now. A teaser video was shown at D23 Expo crowd featured Kermit, excited to tell the crowd about what the Muppets have planned. But legal prevents them from being described. What? Sorry. But legal prevents them from describing what will be the focus of the show, what celebrity guests might appear, and more. So basically, they can't say anything. But it's exciting because an unscripted show, that means improv galore.
Yeah.
Improv is always the funniest.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
So the series is planned for 2020.
Excellent. We also have Diary of a Female President. Diary of a Female President is the story of a 12-year-old girl who's trying to make her way through school before eventually becoming the President of the United States. It's an interesting thing to release in the current political climate, but here we are.
Yes.
The series features Jane and the Virgin's Gina Rodriguez as the adult version of the character. Why not?
Sure, absolutely. Then we have Star Wars The Clone Wars.
Ooh.
Previously confirmed for a return to Disney Plus, has been confirmed for a February 2020 debut on the streaming service. Kathleen Kennedy confirmed the return window on the stage at Disney's D23 Expo, but did not show new footage.
Sneaky.
So they were just like, yeah, it's happening. That's it. End of. No more.
Sneaky. We had some more information and a trailer come out for The Mandalorian. Disney brought out Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, I'm probably saying that wrong, but anyways, to discuss the process of making the upcoming Star Wars series The Mandalorian for Disney+. With the planned launch on November 12th, Favreau brought out the cast of Pedro Pascal, Gina Carano, Carl Weathers, Giancarlo Esposito, and Taika Waititi. Waititi confirmed he is playing IG-11, while some new photos showed someone frozen in carbonite and fight scenes. A trailer for The Mandalorian was also shown to the crowd and simultaneously released online. This looks so freaking good, and this is what I'm most excited for Disney Plus. This looks insane.
It looks like the exact same production level as the last Star Wars movies we've gotten, just in a series form.
And it looks so dark. And it's the one thing, like, Star Wars does try and keep things... It's serious, but it's still quite light. Like, you don't see a lot of...
gory death.
Yeah. Whereas even in the trailer, there was a bit of gory death.
Yeah.
So I'm all about this. This looks insane. I'm very excited.
Then we have Rogue One series. As previously announced, Disney Plus will be home to a new series based on the Rogue One characters Cassian Andor and K2SO. The two stars appeared on stage. Diego Luna and Alan and Diego.
Yeah.
The two stars appeared on stage discussing in vague terms their spy series, which is currently in pre-production and scheduled to shoot next year. Despite the two main characters, Diego and Alan, wanting to release it, Kathleen Kennedy would not let them unveil the title of the series, which means it has one. They're just not allowed to say it.
They're being very coy. Damn you, Kathleen Kennedy.
I think it's all Kathleen's fault.
And something that was a brand new announcement, which I'm very excited about, is an Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which is coming to Disney Plus. So after rumours and reported deals, Ewan McGregor appeared on stage to confirm he will be reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi in the upcoming Disney Plus series.
Think of the money he's being paid.
See, he loved being part of Star Wars so much, he would probably do it for pittance. He's not, but he probably would. So, according to Kathleen Kennedy, again, all the scripts have been written for the series and it will begin filming in 2020. No plot or release details were confirmed. But I'm so excited. I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I love Ewan McGregor. So, I'm a happy bunny.
Excellent. So that was everything for the Disney Plus panel.
Yeah.
We just talked in extension about our favourite ones, which were High School Musical and The Mandalorian.
Yes.
But there is a bit more info out there if you guys are interested. We highly suggest just giving it a bit of goog, and you'll find everything you need to know there.
Exactly. All the trailers and stuff are out as well, so just have a quick little look.
So the one extra thing that is coming to Disney Plus is a cast member documentary.
Yes.
Called One Day at Disney.
Which is also going to be a book, which I didn't realise when it was first announced.
You can currently pre-order it on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's going to be $50.
That's expensive.
It is expensive, isn't it? I feel like that's less than a day's pay for a Disney World cast member.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, but you know, whatever.
They're saying that it's going to go through cast members all across the globe in various different roles. So some will be ride operators, some will be Disney Store cast members, some Imagineers, stuff like that, and kind of covering the broad title that is Disney cast member, because it can cover literally anything. But it was met with some backlash because there are a lot of cast members that are not being paid correctly. There are a hell of a lot of cast members that are not being treated correctly. So a lot of people are kind of a bit like, really? We're going to just show off that everything's happy and fun? But, I mean, it will remain to be seen. This was actually something that we said we wanted when they first announced Disney Plus. I remember saying on the podcast that we hoped that they would do some form of behind the scenes Imagineer.
I just don't feel like this is what we asked for, though. Like, this is going to be a cookie cutter, glazed over. Isn't it amazing to work for Disney? Because even watching the trailer, there's one woman who speaks the most in it, and she's like, it makes me so happy every day to come in and do my job. And I'm sure maybe her job is very happy and she does enjoy it. And there was one security guard they talked to, and he was like, it just makes my day. But I feel like it's going to be extremely glazed over that
Being a cast member is hard.
Very hard and not always rewarding.
No. So I'm intrigued to see what this is. I hope that they don't fully go down the bias train, but we'll see.
When we eventually get Disney Plus, that is.
Whenever that'll be.
So after the Disney Plus panel, we then had the movies panel.
Yes. So with this, we got a lot of extra trailers, we got a couple of release dates, and we got a lot of visuals.
Visual. I think that was I think that should have been the tagline for D23 this year, was
The year of the visuals.
the year of the visuals. Last year was year of the Star Wars, this year is year of the visuals.
I mean, this year is still quite a bit of Star Wars.
But still, there was, you know what I mean? It's just,
I know. One thing that we did get, we got the brand new trailer for Star Wars The Rise of the Skywalker. Have you watched this new trailer?
I don't think so. Now I'm looking at it, I don't think I have.
Rey has a shiny new lightsaber at the end of it.
Oh.
It flips out.
Like a flip phone?
It's, when you first see her, there's a whole lot of other stuff in the trailer as well, but this is just like the final bit. She's wearing all black, and she's holding onto a lightsaber that has two, like this, and she flips it, and it turns into like a Darth Maul looking lightsaber.
Wow, how exciting.
Looks intense. I watched this when I was over in Slough, and then I watched it the next day with my boss, and he was again losing his goddamn mind.
That's amazing.
So
I'll have to give it a watch.
there's a really funny gif online of this exact moment, but rather than it just being her lightsaber, she like flicks it and all the attachments for a Swiss Army knife come out in like lightsaber form. And it's great.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Then we got a confirmation about Black Panther 2. We got a nice little release date, which is May 6th, 2022.
I'm always going to be excited to see more Black Panther, because that movie was absolutely
a fantastic
amazing.
movie. I loved Black Panther.
Oh, it was so
Shuri is, I think, next to Spider-Man, my like favourite Marvel character ever. Like Shuri and Spider-Man are just as equal on the top. I love them both.
That's a good call.
But literally nothing else was really said. Kevin Feige? Is that his name? Mm-hmm. Kevin Feige even declined to give the proper name of the film or any details, so we literally only got the release date.
Interesting.
Yeah, so even though it was already confirmed at San Diego Comic-Con, we got an official confirmation at D23.
Well, keeping on the Marvel train, Marvel's Eternals got some spotlight. So Kit Harington will be joining the MCU, but not as Wolverine, which a lot of people were hoping and wishing for, I would say. But I think they're going to have to pry Wolverine out of Hugh Jackman's cold dead hands.
Yes.
He will be playing a character called Din Whitman, who is a non-Eternal, but has a lot of history in the Marvel comics and is one of the characters who has used the Black Knight name. So this will be interesting. That we didn't get a whole lot of information about it, but
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of these come with like a car screech ending.
yeah. So either way, always excited for some more Marvel goodness.
Then we have Marvel's Black Widow. It also included a screening of Black Widow, which was footage similar to seen at San Diego Comic-Con. But even more scenes were showcased at D23, including a look at Stranger Things' David Harbour in costume as the Red Guardian. A new conversation between Scarlett Johansson's Nat and Florence Pugh's Yelena, and a bit more action. And that was literally it.
We had some more visuals for Disney's Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. I won't go into this. I've not looked at it. I don't care. They've released pictures today, which our lovely pals over at Once Upon a Screen were already saying, boy, does this look crap. And I'm like, yes, it looks as shite as the first one was, and that's as far as I'm going to go.
Amazing. Then we have Jungle Cruise. Woo! My favourite Disney ride, even though I've never been on it.
I'm so excited. Nothing makes me happier than Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
So, Disney's Jungle Cruise, Jamin the Rock Johnson and Emily Blunt appeared on stage to bring footage of Disney's upcoming Jungle Cruise film to the D23 crowd. I'm going to read this because it's actually really funny. The two played up their on-screen and social media chemistry by showing dueling trailer. Johnson's first one made him out to be the sole star, while Blunt brought footage that more properly highlighted her character, given that the film is a two-hander with both as leads. So, yeah, it was really funny because The Rock came out and said that the last time he was on a Disney stage, he was literally a god, as in demigod of, because he was Maui, and Emily Blunt said, well, I'm Mary Poppins, so
Yeah.
it was actually really great. So basically, The theme of the movie, the plot of the movie is that The Rock's character takes Emily Blunt's character, and Jack Whitehall, who, I don't know if any of you know, but there's a funny story about Jack Whitehall, that when Frozen was in production, he came in and did a voice for one of the trolls in Frozen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Was told it was going to be used in the film, and then he went to go see the film in the theatre, and I think he told like his niece or possibly his daughter, I'm not sure if it was his daughter, but he told like someone, a family member, and then he watched the movie and turns out it had been cut.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
And Jack Whitehall is forever bitter about it. He's like, the biggest movie freaking ever in his like lifetime, and he came into Disney, recorded a voice for it for one of the trolls, and then it got cut. So now I'm very happy to see the Jack Whitehall's back in Disney.
Oh, bless him.
So The Rock takes Emily Blunt and Jake Whitehall basically on a boat to find a magical tree while fighting off Germans who are also looking to gain the healing powers of the tree. That was my synopsis of after reading The Jungle Cruise.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do we know when this is coming out?
I think it's next year. I have a feeling it's at Christmas because I was like,
really hope
The Rock
so.
Christmas.
So while Kate is trying to find the exact date, myself and Breffney have this wonderful tradition that we like to do called The Rock Before Christmas, where on a Christmas Eve we watch a Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie. So the first year we did it, we watched Moana in the cinema, and then the second year we did it, we watched Jumanji, and then last year we just watched a Rock documentary on the WWE Network, and Kate's just made me real sad because it's actually coming out in July.
It's coming out in July. Sorry.
We'll just watch it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you can just hold out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much Jungle Cruise. I'm very excited. I like everybody in this movie. I like The Rock. I love Emily Blunt. I really like Jack Whitehall. So yeah, I'm very excited for this movie.
Good times all around. Next up, another Disney villain. We had some more visuals and information released for the 2021 remake of Cruella.
Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will.
Emma Stone is playing Cruella. Emma Thompson is also involved in this. Now, don't get me wrong, the two of them are two of arguably my favourite women.
All the Emmas.
I bloody love Emma Stone, and Emma Thompson she's just great. You can't beat Emma Thompson. She's fab. But they released a picture of Cruella, and let me tell you, she looks bloody fab.
It's great, isn't it? It's a really lovely take.
She looks amazing. So we also learned that the film is directed by I, Tanya's Craig Gillespie, there we go. And it's set in 1970s London with a punk rock style to it. All about that. The film was confirmed in 2016 and is a live-action prequel that follows the life of a young Cruella de Vil from the well-known Disney animated movie. So I'm super excited about this. I hope to God they don't do what they've done with every other Disney villain and every other remake where they make the villain absolutely shite.
From the picture, I'm gonna go with no.
I hope not.
She looks pretty devilish.
Yeah, I'm hopeful for this because she looks
Cruel, if you will.
unreal. I'm so excited.
Then we have Disney's Mulan. So despite recent controversy surrounding Mulan's lead actress...
Did you hear about this?
No.
She came out saying that she fully supports the Hong Kong government and everything to do that's going on with China, and then was literally just like, well, I've said it now, come at me. And Disney are trying to keep it down lock. But I only found this out the other day. I was real excited for this movie. No.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Disney brought footage of the live-action remake of the animated classic to D23. The footage included the scene in which Mulan prepares to meet with the matchmaker, as well as the meeting itself. The footage also showed off soldiers coming to ask for a man from every family to volunteer for the army, with Mulan's father volunteering despite an injured leg.
So yeah.
Oh, that's sad, isn't it? 'Cause what's happening in Hong Kong isn't right.
No, she literally put out a tweet that said, I support the Hong Kong police. And then was kind of like, well, I've said it now, so come at me.
Ooh, that's ballsy. Disney will just not pay you.
Well, I mean, if the movie absolutely fucking bombs, then yeah.
Because no one wants to support her.
Yep.
So that's that.
So, next up is Pixar's Soul. So Pixar finally unveiled some details about its mysterious upcoming animated film Soul, including the voice cast and plot details. Pixar also debuted the first look at the film, set for release in 2020.
Can I just say, these things, the souls, look like the things from Inside Out, the little beans.
I thought they looked like the Will-o'-the-Wisp from Brave.
maybe it's they actually, now that you say it's kind of crossed between the two.
Yeah, a bit more green, bit less blue, but I
Yeah.
thought they kind of looked like the wisps from Brave.
It reminded me of, like, do you know, like the long-term memory beans from Inside Out?
Oh yeah,
The ones that do triple time gum. They look a bit like them.
doesn't now on the other visual that they've put of the actual land, doesn't it look like Terror of Terror?
I thought it looked like the Incredibles logo.
We're getting very different.
It's so weird. It does look like a bit like Terror of Terror, yeah.
Doesn't it though? I think it's the colour more so than anything. But
Anyways, yeah, that was cool.
exciting.
Then, oh my goodness, I've clicked out of everything.
Always love more Pixar.
Call the police. I've lost all of my information. Then we had more... We basically had the cast on stage from Disney's Onward, which is Tom Holland and... Why is his name? Chris Pratt. Yeah, I was like, Chris Tarrant?
That would be great.
I was like, Chris.
I love Chris Tarrant.
Yeah, so Pixar's Onward, we had... Pixar showed off a whole host of new footage for another of its upcoming films, Onward, which stars Tom Holland and Chris Pratt. But perhaps overshadowing the several minutes of footage previewed to the D23 crowd was Tom Holland's appearance on stage, to which he was met with huge bouts of applause because... The week previous to D23, it was announced that this whole debacle was happening with Sony and Disney, and that Sony are no longer giving Disney the rights to have Spider-Man because Disney wanted more money, and Sony now have no money because they're not gonna... Anyway, basically what happened was Tom Holland was the only thing that came from this Onward panel, because no one really cared about Onward. Everybody just wanted to see Tom Holland and basically give him a big hug, because it's not his fault that this is happening.
No.
And I'm sure he's so upset that it is, because he was doing a great job as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he was absolutely loving it. But basically Tom Holland came out and just said, I really appreciate you guys' support. It's been a very difficult and complicated week, but all I have to say is you guys are great and I love you all 3,000.
So cute.
Bless him. A little cutie pie. As much as I love him, I will not watch him in a Spider-Man movie purely made by Sony.
Yeah.
I refuse.
We didn't actually speak about it, but honestly, like, that is the epitome of cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah, so basically the way that it was before was Disney got 5% of the profits and Sony got 95% of the profits.
I thought it was only 3.
I thought it was 5.
Oh, could be wrong.
Either way, Disney got a very small percentage, either 3 or between 3 and 5% profits from the Spider-Man movies, and Sony took 95 to 97%. And Disney had turned around and said, we want to keep making these movies and we want to keep making them great, so we need more revenue from them to continue them. And Sony said, no, it's either your measly 3% that you're currently getting or nothing at all. And so Disney said, fine, take Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which is really sad, and it also means that Disney can't reference... So in the upcoming MCU movies, they can't reference anything that's happened in the first 2 Spider-Man movies. So the characters...
Yeah.
Anything, like any characters related to him, any storylines that happened with him. This whole thing where Mysterio announced that his name was Peter Parker, you can't talk about any of that. The fact that the Kree are there in the movie as well, you can't talk about that. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, and Sony have made such a stupid mistake.
They have, and it was really interesting seeing people talk about it online, because people were very split in the middle. There were some people that were like, classic Disney trying to take over everything, they own enough things, blah 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 blah. And then there was the people who were along the lines of, well, Sony, you could have had half of the massive amount of money that Disney are helping make you with Spider-Man, or you can have what will probably be nothing, because as history has shown, the Sony standalone Spider-Man movies
Are shite.
have not been good.
They're crap, and now
Have
they're going to
not
be
been
worse.
good. So, yeah, it's quite interesting. As much as I, to a degree, get what people are saying, that Disney make enough money as is and whatnot, at the end of the day, if they're putting the resources that they were into that movie, they should be getting their fair share of it.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous.
So,
But anyway, it's never set in stone with these kind of contracts. It could all flip around in a day, so we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
Then we have a new announcement, which was Disney's Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah.
So Disney announced a new animated film, Raya and the Last Dragon, for Thanksgiving release of 2020. The cast includes Cassie Steele as Rhea, and Sisu the dragon is voiced by, I don't want to offend anybody.
Aquafina?
Aquafina? Yeah, Aquafina. Raya and the Last Dragon is set in the fictional world of Kumandra, an ancient earth that venerates and worships dragons. The production team travelled to Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Bali and Indonesia to take inspiration from the beautiful and diverse cultures of Southeast Asia. It looks fun. I like it. I'm excited.
Yeah. And then the big hitter from the Studios panel was the announcements for Disney's Frozen 2.
Woo!
So Disney announced a few casting additions to Frozen 2. Westworld's Evan Rachel Wood and Black Panther's Sterling K. Brown, and debuted a host of new Frozen sequel footage.
Who was also in Us.
There you go.
It's Sterling K. Brown.
So Frozen 1 and 2 work together to form one complete story. So this should mean that we might not get any more Frozen after it, but we won't hold anything to that, because let's call a spade a spade. Disney milk everything for as much as it's worth. So director Chris Bucket said at D23, it's a story that starts in the past. In these Disney films we tend to kill off the parents. Well, we're bringing them back.
Whee!
What a blunt way of putting it. Principal cast for the film also came out on stage at D23 to sing the new song from the film, Some Things Never Change.
You said it, Disney. Some things never change.
Yeah. E22, who were at D23, I think they showed an extended scene from Frozen. People weren't allowed to film, so you shouldn't be able to find it online, but
hey ho,
it's probably somewhere. But ED92 tweeted and just said, Frozen 2, you are not ready.
Oh, that was pretty much D23, ladies and gentlemen. We're all wrapped up.
Exhausting.
So much information, and yet really not that much information.
Yeah, a lot of it, and I think that's just kind of the age that we live in now. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're such a knowledge hungry
we're like, we
society.
need it, we want it, gimme.
Exactly. So I mean, imagine how boring it would be if they just didn't announce anything until D23.
We'd have nothing to talk about all year.
What would we do our podcast about? Jesus.
Don't know.
Speaking of non-D23 things to talk about, though.
Yes.
We're finally going to go back to Fantasyland next week.
Fantasyland extravaganza.
Yeah, so I will post some stage over the weekend on our Instagram stories what attraction you guys think we should start with, and kind of get a gauge from that.
No, like we did with Frontierland.
Adventureland. But see, there was only 2 for Adventureland, so it was just click one button or the other.
Oh yeah, fair.
So I'm going to pop up a little questions thing, and we'll go from there as to where people think we should start. But we'll see what the people say. We'll go with what the people say.
Yes, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, anything. You know where we are.
I wouldn't hit us up on Twitter. We never use that.
Oh, don't do that. Yeah, Instagram's where the party's at. As Once Upon a Screen say.
At Mickey Waffles Pod, we're forever putting up questions and polls and everything else. So go give us a follow there. We love following people back and making new Disney friends. So if you've discovered the podcast from somewhere, let us know. Tell us that you're listening. It makes us so happy.
Yeah, it actually makes my day.
Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. Thanks so much for listening, guys.
Bye.
Good morning.